Hi everyone, it's Mrs. Caskey, back for another read aloud. I wanted to share with you a new book in our library. It's called McElligot's Pool. Now, this is a new book to our library, but this is actually a really old book. It was actually written in 1947 by Dr. Seuss. I wonder if you've heard of this story. It's not like some of his stories, The Cat in the Hat or Horton Hears a Who. Those books you've all heard of, but I wonder if you've heard of this book. So I thought I would share it with you. I also thought, since today is the first official day of summer for Billings Public Schools, I would read a book about a pool because I think we all want to be in the pool when it's summer. Okay, so this is called McElligot's Pool by Dr. Seuss. Here we go. I wonder if there'll be any fish in this story. I see some birds too. There's a sign that says, "This way to McElligot's Pool." Did you know that this book was written and illustrated by Dr. Seuss? That means he wrote the words and he drew the pictures. Here we go. "Young man," laughed the farmer, "you're sort of a fool. You'll never catch fish in McElligot's Pool." What do we always know about Dr. Seuss books? Let's see if you can remember as I keep reading. "The pool is too small, and you might as well know it. When people have junk, here's the place that they all throw it. You might catch a boot, or you might catch a can. You might catch a bottle, but listen, young man. If you sat 50 years with your worms and your wishes, you'd grow a long beard long before you'd catch fishes." McElligot's Pool is filled with boots and cans and garbage. Answered Marco. "It may be you're right. I've been here 3 hours without one single bite. There might be no fish, but again, well, there might. 'Cause you never can tell what goes on down below. This pool might be bigger than you or I know. This might be a pool, like I've read in the books, connected to one of those underground brooks." A brook is an underground, like little creek. "An underground river that starts here and flows right under the pasture, and then, well, who knows? It might go along down where no one can see, right under the State Highway 233, right under the wagons, right under the toes of Mrs. Ambroso, who's hanging out clothes. It might keep on flowing, perhaps, who can tell, right under the people in Sneeden's Hotel, right under the grass where they're playing croquet, then under the mountains and far, far away." I want to stop for just a second. I want to share a word with you. I want you to look at this word right here. It's croquet. Now, some of you might be thinking, that sounds like croquette, but it's actually croquet. Yeah, it's actually a French word, and the Q-U-E-T makes the A sound, croquet. The E-T makes the A sound there. Okay, sorry, back to our book. "This might be a river, now mightn't it be, connecting McElligot's Pool with the sea? Then maybe some fish might be swimming toward me. If such a thing could be, they certainly would be. Some very smart fellow might point out the way to the place where I'm fishing, and that's why I say, if I wait long enough, if I'm patient and cool, who knows what I'll catch in McElligot's Pool. I might catch a thin fish, I might catch a stout fish, I might catch a short or a long, long drawn out fish. Any kind, any shape, any color or size. I might catch some fish that would open your eyes. Do you think he means that would open your eyes, might like surprise you? Like, oh, your eyes get really big with surprise. I won't be surprised if a dogfish appears, complete with a collar and long floppy ears, woofing along, and perhaps he might chase a whole lot of catfish right straight to this place. I might catch a fish with a pinwheel-like tail. I might catch a fish who has fins like a sail. I might catch some young fish, some high-jumping friskers. I might catch an old one with long flowing whiskers. I might catch a fish with a long curly nose. I might catch a fish who, like a rooster that crows. I might catch a fish with a checkerboard belly, or even a fish made of strawberry jelly. I might catch a seahorse. Now mightn't I now? I might catch a fish who is partly a cow. Some fish from the tropics, all sunburned and hot, might decide to swim up. Well, they might not. Racing up north for a chance to get cool, full steam ahead for McElligot's pool. Some Eskimo fish from beyond Hudson Bay might decide to swim down, might be headed this way. It's a pretty long trip, but they might, and they may. I might catch an eel. Well, I might, it depends. A long twisting eel with a lot of strange bends, and oddly enough, with a head on both ends. One doesn't catch this kind of fish as a rule, but chances are fine in McElligot's pool. I might catch a fish with a terrible grouch, or an Australian fish with a kangaroo's pouch. Who wants to catch small ones like mackerel or trout? Say, I'll catch a sawfish with such a long snout that he needs an assistant to help him about. If I wait long enough, if I'm patient and cool, who knows what I'll catch in McElligot's pool? Some roughneck old lobster, all gristle and muscle, might grab at my bait, then would I have a tussle. To land one so tough might take 2 or 3 hours, but the next might be easy. The kind that likes flowers. I might catch some sort of a fast-moving bloke who zips through the waves with an overarm stroke. I might and I may, and that's really no joke. A fish even faster, a fish, if you please, who slides down the sides of strange islands on skis. He might ski on over and pay me a visit. That's not impossible. Really now, it isn't. Some circus fish from an acrobat school, might stage a big show in McElligot's pool. Or I might catch a fish from a stranger place yet, from the world's highest river in far-off Tibet, where the falls are so steep that it's dangerous to ride 'em, so the fish put up chutes, and they float down beside 'em. From the world's deepest ocean, from way down below, from down in the mud where the deep divers go, from down in the mire and the muck and the murk, I might catch some fish who are all going glurk. Those are our glurking fish. Whales! I'll catch a whale. Yes, a whole herd of whales, all spouting their spouts and all thrashing their tails. I'll catch 50 whales, then I'll stop for the day, 'cause there's nothing that's bigger than whales, so they say. Still, of course, it might be that there is something bigger, some sort of a kind of a thingamajigger. A fish that's so big, if you know what I mean, that he makes a whale look like a tiny sardine. Oh, the sea is so full of a number of fish. If a fellow is patient, he might get his wish. And that's why I think that I'm not such a fool when I sit here and fish in McElligot's pool. I like this story. You know what I find interesting about this story, the book in particular, is the way that the illustrations go from color to black and white, right? And then color and black and white, and so on and so forth. Color and black and white, color and black and white. Did that kind of mess with your brain a little bit? I wonder if there's a reason that some pages are black and white and some pages are color. I have to think about that. Well, this story starts out with certainly a sad note that a young man is fishing in a pool that's polluted with litter. So I wonder if there's something that we could do. If we go fishing and we find litter in the water where we want to fish. I mean, the farmer says, you're a fool if you fish in water that's littered because the fish won't stay there. But if we want to fish there, maybe what we could do is pick up the litter. I think that's what I would do if I wanted to catch some fish. Okay, so that is McElligot's Pool. I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope you have a great day. Until I see you again, keep reading.